I mean, it was billed as a straight shootout, wasn't it, between Bellingham and Morgan Rogers for that England number 10 position. The Guardian reporting today that Arsenal are expected to make an approach to sign Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa.
Is that Arsenal?
Yes, Arsenal, yeah. I mean,
anyone they're not linked with?
It would take a...
It don't matter. We'll take him as well.
Not linked with Arsenal.
We've been reporting Arsenal's long-standing interest in Morgan Rogers. It dates back more than a year or so. Arsenal, I mean, if he signs, right, who drops out of that Arsenal team?
That's pretty much easy. Trossard,
right.
Martinelli, Odegaard. That's an easy fix, really. He's going to walk straight into that team as well, and Tonali will. And that's what it's going to take. You know, if Arsenal are going to retain the trophy and dominate English football, they need to keep making signings like this. But the reason why I like, Pete, the reason why I like Rodgers as well is because he brings versatility to that forward line. If Saka's injured, he could potentially play on the right. If Madueke's not fit, he can play as a number 10. He could play on the left. He could even play in a more reserved role in a freer midfield in like Odegaard's position, or if, you know, Zubimendi's unfit, Declan Rice drops back, he can go in that position as well. So I think that would be a great season, a great signing, and he's still so young.
I must say, Villa hold the cards a little bit. He signed a 6-year deal in November, so they've got plenty of...
Yeah, well, don't worry, because Arsenal are selling off their first team, according to Jay, so they'll have plenty of money to spend. A couple of players...
We have to touch on celebration as well when you do score. You spoke about it a lot. Your boy Cole Palmer, similar celebration. Have you had conversations around if someone can mix it up a little bit, maybe a shiver and like a way that makes it different, or what? You're just going to still both claim it?
Yeah, we're both claiming it,
Yeah,
but
I respect that.
But he knows where it came from. That's all I'm going to say. He knows exactly where it came from. But we've always been like that. Me and him will always do something that someone else has done, and that's what we do. And
your boys, man.
Yeah. He scored 30 goals. He can have that for now. I understand. I understand why people think it says he's doing what he's doing. But yeah, like, to be a part of that and to know what that means, that I see that him do that every week, I'm just as happy as any other fan. So yeah, happy for him.
I love that. Finally, let's end on something a bit fun. I don't know if you've seen the era of Barkley's men. Yeah,
I've seen this. Yeah.
So obviously, it's not players that are the most.
Yeah.
Who would you say is someone that you look back at and you say, you know what, that guy was a baller, man?
Okay. One, Adol Taarabt is probably my favourite one.
Skillful.
Yeah. Champ and Prem. Like, Champ games would be on Sky Friday night or Monday night. QPR always on.
Yeah.
And he'd just do some of the maddest things I've ever seen. Yeah. And people like that, where you come back to about stats, that sometimes they're unappreciated. That's why they're in this category. But you need to appreciate people like that, because their level's unbelievable. Like, there's only things they can do with the football that you couldn't even imagine of doing. So yeah, I'd probably say him was the main one that I was growing up in, the era that I started watching football and knowing it more. That's probably the one that I'd say that probably stood out for me.
If you've got Cunha on the left, you've got Mbeumo on the right, Sesko seems to be sort of developing post-injury, and you've got Bruno Fernandes behind them, and then we're sort of saying whatever combination of mainly... I mean, I take your point. He's complete elite talent.
No,
but where does he play for Manchester United?
Well, so if you spend 80, 90, 100 million pounds on a player like that, you do expect them to be a guaranteed starter. And so it does raise a question with regards to Manchester United there. I agree. Obviously, the counterpoint to that is you need more than 3 good forwards. You need quality. You need options, especially if you're going to play. I mean, Man United played 40 games this season, and that's ridiculous. Next season, they'll play 55, probably. You need the options. And who are PSG pulling off the bench when they need a sub? They're bringing on a player that Liverpool would happily sign this summer for 60 million. That's the level. That's the level of the squad, not just the first 11. But this is why I think that Rodgers should go to Arsenal and play on the left wing.
Right.
Because I think the opening is there. For the same reason that you think that Rashford should be looking at that move. I think Rodgers looks very Arteta, and I think there is an opening on the left wing.